We all have one of these places. This is the place that I pretend doesn't exist. The land beneath the stairs. It's where routers, hubs, and old cables go to die. It's filled with a tangle of smart hubs, Ethernet cables going nowhere, and dust. I built a whole smart home, smart workshop, and more. But this is the hub that powers it all. It's time to face my demons. You know what happens now. The problem isn't just cables. It's that this space evolved without a plan. You add a hub here, you add a plug there, and you migrate to a new device, and you really need longer cables for that device. And before long, it's Cable-mageddon. Basically, it's an archaeological dig of every smart device I've ever regretted buying. So what if I took all the goodness of openGrid and built the ultimate way to organise all of this? As always, I started with a few design principles: modular, printable, smart, and future-proof. Think Lego meets data centre. I have this little corner in the playroom that I'm designing, and I thought that this would actually be a better spot, as this is where the fibre connection now enters the house. So I got busy printing and fitting openGrid tiles as the base layer. This instantly enables me to have a totally modular shelving organisation system to cope with any changes in future. I fitted the key devices onto custom shelves. My UDM Pro is the heart of my smart home, and I've paired it with a USM 24-port switch. I'll come back to this later. It has some great features that really help me make this whole setup smart. Next, I began the process of adding the hubs and cable managing everything. I didn't really want to over-design the location of the hubs. The whole point of this is to allow for modularity and future-proofing. So I focused more on spotting the general shapes and patterns of things. In short, there's inevitably a big cable superhighway that flows up the back of the space. So I built a series of Underware channels to ensure that they are kept organised and modular. Stating the obvious here, but it's super important to go label mad. There is little that degrades order more than having that cable that you don't quite know what it does. So label your channels, label your cables, label your devices. I use my Eufy Make for any permanent labels. I label my 3D printers this way, and I've labelled my NAS units this way so that I can remember which is which. But you can easily use cheaper devices like the faux memo label printers, if that suits, or just a marker pen. Just label them. Another bugbear is plugs and bespoke cables. I've got loads of these cables that I know are for some device. I just can't remember what they are. So add labels to everything. You will not regret it. Now, the UK has probably the greatest design of plug socket. Check this video for a nerd out. But they do have one flaw, and that is that they're bulky. I am loving the fact that USB is taking over a lot of devices these days, despite it being an utter mess of standards and naming conventions at the moment. The opportunity to reduce this to this as much as possible is awesome. But in the meantime, we still need lots of plugs. So I've mounted a power strip here to ensure lots of juice is flowing to my devices. This is mounted, of course, with Blackjack Duck's ever awesome, infinitely customizable mounting system. I've just entered the dimensions and bang, custom 3D print that perfectly fits everything. So the whole unit has become a modular, adaptable system that I can quickly change whenever I get a new smart device, which does happen occasionally. Let's finish the job and add some other special features. Well, this is boring. Cue the montage. And we're done. But it's not just neat, it's smart. I thought it's not just about making it tidy. I also need to know what's going on. So here's what I've done. These RGBs are great at lighting the otherwise murky shelves, but they also serve an extra purpose. The left side shows me the current internet speed, and the right side shows latency. When there's a network issue, the whole system warns me. I can update all of this instantly in Home Assistant super easily, as it's all powered by WLED. And credit to Ubiquiti for their awesome Home Assistant integration. So many lovely data and buttons. Smart plugs and USB devices allow me to auto-reboot frozen devices, schedule on and off times, and monitor energy use of devices, all from Home Assistant. Temp sensors in both the devices and in the cabinet let me keep a close eye on if things are getting too hot. Likewise, I've got a trusty Apollo air sensor to monitor a whole battery of air quality features. Most importantly, I can see if it gets dusty and things need a clean. My UDM Max switch is brilliant with its LED ports, so I can see instantly the speed or the status of every single port. Now this all wraps into a Home Assistant dashboard that I can access from any phone or PC in the home. But not just that, I've added this control panel. Simply a tablet mounted to the cabinet to allow instant control. Unify have amazing control panels and my Home Assistant dashboard has so many data points, it just seems silly not to make it all visible. This means that I can easily add fixed IPs, check on the status of access points, monitor other related devices like my main NAS upstairs and much more from here. And what's more, I've added these smart switchbox buttons to let me undertake common tasks like resetting the router so that it easily becomes child's play. Oh, and I have to give a shout out to this little Raspberry Pi case. It is the cutest little mini PC that you'll ever see. It's got RGB fans and everything. I confess, I was attracted to it pretty much solely because of its cuteness and the lights. But I'm actually quite surprised at how good a case it actually is. It's got an LCD screen, RGB fans. The extension board means that you get easy access to everything, but it is also just very cute. This powers my smart art frame that I made in the hall that flashes up visitors when they approach the house. All of this comes together to give me a seamless, modular and accessible setup for all of those smart home hubs and gadgets. This is the beating heart of my smart home. As always, shout in the comments if there's any files, 3D prints or anything that you'd like me to share. I'll add links to any of the devices that I featured too, but if I do forget anything, just give me a shout. And if you want to check out the wonderful openGrid, then I'll link to a bunch of videos below. It's completely free, and free as in money and of cynical licenses, so there's an amazing growing community of great ideas. In fact, a special shout out to the prolific KYZ Design, who has come up with so many cool prints that extend openGrid even further. Check them out. And with all this done, it allows me to crack on and finish the rest of this playroom. Oh, it's going to be super fun. Hwyl fawr.